from compLexity.
So middle sticks or jungle sticks?
You'll have to tell me.
Well, it's really going to come down to what else is going to get banned and what else is going to get picked. I see a Nocturne.
We have a support Nocturne with Flash and CV. Excited to see that, you know. I'm kidding, but I assume he'll switch with someone for a jungle, or for an actual support hero. In the meantime, ToG has picked a Kali.
Alright, so the good news is your team has Nocturne.
Yes! This would be fantastic news.
So you get to cover all the Nocturne fights.
Yes, people will actually be able to see what happens when it all goes dark.
I know, right?
This is fantastic news.
Lucky you. But yeah, we have an Udyr coming up here with a Caitlyn. So Udyr and Caitlyn. Caitlyn's actually not locked in yet, but there we go. So that puts us with a Fiddlesticks, Udyr, Caitlyn. Now I have to assume Fiddlesticks is going to be doing the jungling simply because he has Smite, which means we might actually see a lane deer. Now they might switch heroes later on, which means, you know, of course, Udyr will be doing the jungling. We have a Middlesticks, but very interested to see what compLexity wants to run.
Of course, Lane Udyr was one of the most OP heroes ever for quite a while. So I'm expecting that Udyr will just go top and solo top. Meantime, Jaina, we have a jungle Jaina to go with the support Nocturne. That should, you know, really go nicely and complement each other.
Ooh, Annie. I like Annie. My wife loves playing Annie. She wants me to get her reverse Annie skin.
I really wish the reverse Annie skin was an actual reverse Annie. Like, I really wish it was an actual giant little girl and a little bear. But unfortunately, they're just a giant bear in a little girl costume, which is not nearly as cool.
Oh, I thought you wanted to play as Tibbers and you summon Annie.
Yeah, I thought it would be like a little bear that just summons a giant Annie. But unfortunately, it's like a little Annie in a bear costume and then a big Tibbers in a girl costume.
Alright, so Gragas and Gangplank coming out here. So we actually have a choice of nice 3 junglers out of compLexity. Gangplank, Udyr, or that Middlesticks. But right now, they're not locked in. There just seems to be tying up loose ends at this point. But we're now out of time. So what are they going to get? Bam, yep, there we go. Gragas with the Gangplank to join Caitlyn, Udyr, as well as that Fiddle. Now, who do you think the last pick here is going to be? It has to be somebody AD, and
Tristana.
Going to be Tristana.
Really great AD carry. Like, the mobility with the leap is actually fantastic for both escaping and initiation. Or chasing, rather. Not initiation. You don't want Tristana to initiate.
It does look like if Shales doesn't swap with anyone, that's going to be a support Gangplank, and because he has himself Clairvoyance right now. And as we saw in the China game, I mean, it worked out really well for them.
I like these metagame changes. I'm kind of sick of the current metagame. It's getting tiring, and I want to see more support Gangplanks. It seems really effective. Or, this seems potentially really effective if they do it right. But he does have the sustainability as a really annoying harass.
Alright, so that means that will be that. Now, Akali could definitely be going in the middle, but I'm very likely going to be that Annie, which means Akali's going to be top, and that's going to put us with a Janna Tristana bottom and a Nocturne to go running around that jungle.
I'm not entirely sure how they plan to keep this this Akali and Nocturne combo off of their Caitlyn, though. They'll have a very hard time keeping those characters off of their carries. I would have expected them to get something like a Jaina to help out with that, but ToG sniped that up, so they have a really powerful lineup right now.
I'm looking here at compLexity, and they are not actually switching around anybody. So at this point, it does look like Pondar is going to take Fiddle into the jungle, and that's going to put us probably with that Gragas mid, and down south it should be that Caitlyn Gangplank combo with support Gangplank, and that means Udyr is going to be going top up against this Akali. So we are going to see our lane Udyr.
In the meantime, ToG will actually be playing Tristana carry. Bubonic is actually playing Jaina as support, of course. Annie is still Vintran. Bloodbath Inc. is playing Nocturne in the jungle, and Sierra Alpha is playing Akali, I expect, to solo top, and Annie mid, and of course Tristana and Jaina bottom. Very standard metagame.
Yeah, so we are within seconds now of getting this game running, guys. 10 seconds to go, but I'm the Forecourt Jester. With me here is Elaine Sun. You can find us on Twitter, as well as Facebooks and YouTubes, everywhere you can find, because we are here with the Cybersports Network Dawn of Champions $2,000 tournament for a weekend's worth of work. Not too bad. I hear TSM's doing really good work on their end, but we're going to be watching compLexity versus Totally Outrageous. Oh! I got a crash. Did you crash?
No. It says
Oh
you're
dear
loading.
God. I got blue screens of death. Look at that, love. Blue
my
screen.
gosh.
Everything is blue.
I'm not sure what
It's
you're
not-
talking about because it says you're loading.
It's not a real
Blue
blue
screen.
screen. Just all my graphics are blue. So
That's interesting.
Might have
Are
to
you
just
sure
read
your
those.
your monitor cable isn't loose? It's usually something like that.
it crashed. It told me I don't have a language file. It's kind of weird.
What?
I don't know. Either way, I might just have to reconnect, so don't be alarmed. I will come back. It's all good. But yeah, I see the Dawn of Champions screen there up on the stream. So yeah, Forecourt Jester, Elaine Sun, Cybersports.net. Hit us up, guys, because we are doing, of course, updates. We are doing contests. We're doing lots of good esport work here at the League of Legends. And hopefully we will get this game rolling, compLexity and Totally Outrageous. Do you think the Tarek ban might have been simply because they're totally outrageous?
Yes. Maybe.
Yep. I definitely crashed. You're still good, though, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware, we are just waiting on the compLexity Caitlyn to load up, and we'll get right in the game.
I'm going to try rejoining. Hey, Rivington's in the chat. What's
Hi,
up, Riv?
Rivington. You're our favorite. You're a CSN favorite.
It's a Jester favorite, too. Alright, so I'm going to jump back into here, but please do go on without me until I get back in.
Okay, so we have started the game. Annie is going to build up for her stun at the fountain. Like a smart Annie. Like an experienced Annie. Just get right in there with the stun. Maybe they'll go for a level 1 fight once she gets it. Pick up my Doran's Blade here so I can be a pro little Teemo, invisible Teemo.
Pro little invisible Teemo?
Well, the thing is, if I actually didn't turn on the summoner ability to go invisible, I would go invisible anyway. Pretty awesome. I love Teemo. People really don't use the invisibility thing on Teemo often enough, I think. In the meantime, it looks like the purple team might be aiming for a level 1 fight, but I don't think so. Both are just kind of camping out. Blue team is protecting their blue. That was funnier than I expected. Very diligently. I think Fiddle is going to start at Wolves, but he should be getting blue immediately. compLexity actually requests that I delay my stream, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that on in...
Well, no, we should just keep doing as we've been doing.
What do you mean?
Don't you have to restart it to delay it?
I don't know. Let me ask Gunrun.
Minions have spawned.
Like, we've been doing this all day. It shouldn't really matter. I'm loading back in, so hopefully no language files, and I see pretty graphics instead of just blue blocks of stuff, which is good. But yeah, you guys are watching. There we go. compLexity versus Totally Outrageous. There we go.
Nocturne gets the big wolf and then moves on for blue, which Annie is going to pull shortly. They're going to do a lot of damage to Steve's, slightly damage from the wolves, get him a really nice pull. Same for Fiddle. Blue should already be in smite range, but he's actually just going to not use smite.
Okay, fair enough. He can do whatever he wants to do. We do got the big eyeball going down, so they do see him. In terms of lanes, it does look like pretty much as predicted. Gragas going to be heading up against Annie there in the middle with Nocturne and Fiddle doing the jungle thing, and a lane deer up top up against that Akali. That means we do have indeed a support gangplank. This is our second support gangplank of the day with Team Wee, bringing it out to huge success. Shale's playing a little bit aggressive, going to go in there, but we do got the firefighter Tristana over there. Oh, she's going to get hit by that trap. And the parlay with the Piltover and the super hit from Uni, because he did have 7 auto attacks saved up. That was a good amount of burst right there onto Chucksy Duck.
Yeah, bottom lane got a little bit pooped on. That's the phrase I'm gonna use. That's exactly what happened. They got pooped
Pooped on? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, does not look like Chuck is actually going to go back to town. Just going to blow all the healing potions. But Nocturne coming in here for a gank onto Nubby is just going to do the flash. Gets feared in the tower. That's fine. That's alright. It's his tower, so should be all good. Nocturne has lost a little bit of jungler time.
Kali actually. She has had to pop a few health pots, but I expect her to change once she gets a little bit higher level.
There we go. So alt tabs are working. It's all good. But yeah, I mean, Udyr versus Akali. Udyr has ways to regenerate without, depending on killing things. So it should be fine for him up top.
When GP hit at bottom, I'm so used to seeing him as jungle. I was like, oh no, a gank bottom. But it was just never turned to lane after warding diligently.
He kind of lives there. Yep. Yep, Piltover going down, some good harass this bottom lane. Nubby has already used his flash, however, in the mid, so next time Nocturne comes down, it might be a different story. We did have a ping go down onto Nocturne. I don't see an eyeball anywhere, though, so maybe they know he's there, maybe he won't, but if he does try to gank with only half health, he is going to try to use that potion to try to go up here. I don't know Udyr. Does Udyr know? Doesn't look like he does. So Kali's going to go in here. The fear is going to come out onto him, but he's a pretty tanky fellow. There we go. The turtle stance going off. I think he should be alright. I'm not too sure we can get another fear going. And he will indeed escape that without real consequences. He is going to go back to town, though.
Fiddle is diligently waiting bottom in that bush, waiting to get a nice fear off. But Tristana and Jaina are staying back quite a bit. They have to push back. Fiddle does flash in and fear, and Tristana gets first blooded. Oh, the little firefighters. So oh, poor firefighter.
Did she become a hydrant? That's a hydrant.
I think it's just a hydrant on her back.
Well, she has to get the water from somewhere, right?
Yes. Portable hydrants.
So great gank there. And now we got red and blue here for Pondars. Well, he had it anyways, but...
I think it'd be only funnier if Warwick went up and peed on it.
I don't think we can do that, although custom talk like that would be pretty cool. Yeah.
That's the death animation for Tristana when there's a Warwick in the game.
Just peas on it, yeah. No
Caitlyn
problem.
is just taking free pot shots at the tower, and GP's gonna get in on the action too, but Tristana does come back and immediately gets hit by Piltover.
Akali pushed down top to a good degree. She's now gone back to town. She's going to pick herself up and amplifying a tome to go with some sight wards. And Udyr actually has one of his own as well. Does not want to really risk those kind of ganks again. Now, Fiddle did do a little bit of a jungle invasion. Nothing really seems to have come of it. So now they're just going to go back to farming those woods. Although Nocturne is going to get seen by this ward. There goes the ping right there. Unicorn's going to have to run on back. Sorry, I call him Unicorn because everyone calls him Unicorn. But yeah. Not going to be... I don't know. Nocturne so far has been denied 3 ganks. He ganked mid, didn't work. Ganked top, didn't work. Now he's just kind of wandering around trying to gank bottom, but didn't work. I think he's lost a lot of time in his jungle.
Yeah, he is just slightly behind in jungle, but not by much. He is going to just go back to his jungle routine, give up until he hits level 6. Probably should have tried that before, since level 4 Nocturne obviously isn't nearly as effective as he is with the epic ultimate. Do you remember when Nocturne first came out? He was the most OP thing since Xin Zhao.
Well, typically when heroes come out, they're pretty
Except
OP.
Yorick.
Yorick is still pretty OP. I mean,
Yorick, when he first came out, was
did you see people dying 500 times to him? Come on. I mean, that's pretty OP right there. But yeah,
the Nocturne ult was so ridiculous.
A little bit of a tower dive going on up top, but it does not... Oh, maybe! Where are you going, Akali? No, it's alright. Should be alright. Now, Nocturne is going to be up in this neck of the woods. He does not have his 6, but we don't actually have 6 on Fiddle either. Fiddle with triple Doran's ring. He just actually went back right now. So he should be fairly okay in his jungle, with drain tanking everything to death. Should be alright. Now, Gragas actually hasn't left for town either. And looks like we got a ward up here in the blue by Gangplank. So next time Nocturne comes down in this area, should see some decent work going down.
Yeah, GP harassing some more. He's a very powerful harass, even as a support, especially with a slow in combination with Caitlyn. And I'm looking forward to seeing him as support more often. Maybe this tournament will change the metagame forever. Just like how every major tournament like ESL and DreamHack changes metagame forever. Like, Shushay single-handedly gets half our heroes nerfed.
Oh, that kid is so good.
Bye-bye, Alistar.
Yeah, now he's working on Aurelia. He
Yeah.
really wants to make Leona big, but
He's like
I'm
the
not too sure.
Arceus of League of Legends. Whatever he plays gets nerfed.
Yeah, you gotta follow those pros. I mean, the designers, when they make these games, they have no idea what these pros are capable of, and they definitely come out and show you exactly what they can do. I don't know what Gangplank's doing. He just keeps running into Tristana, then running out, taking 3 or 4 shots to the face. But here we go. We do got that ward over on the onto Nocturne, so he does have red. But we do got Nubby here. He is going to throw out that Clairvoyance, but he's not actually going to do anything.
Oh, he doesn't steal blue.
Oh, what a waste of an ult.
What a waste of an ult, indeed.
Waited way too long to do that. But now we do got a blue-red Nocturne with 6. Could be coming down here. They might be jumping onto Gangplank because he has been fairly silly.
Tristana just took a huge number of Caitlyn shots to the face, and Jaina actually gets ulted, but Nocturne ults in to intercept it, actually.
He intercepted it? Really?
Yeah, he intercepted it after ulting in.
Brilliant. Oh, the exhaust coming down. It does look like Gragas is able to take out Annie in the mid, and well, screw top. Nothing happened there. But yeah,
Quite a fight bottom.
Yeah, double low heroes down here, especially with the Nocturne ult already blown. I really expected Tristana to die, but what a great Nocturne ult.
Every summoner ult was blown, or summoner ability, and almost every ult was blown. It was crazy. Shenanigans. But
Well,
bottom actually
that's
came out ahead despite it being a 3v2.
Well, nobody died, and they were able to defend it, and look at this mid. I mean, Gragas is able to take out Annie in all the confusion, and they've got the first tower of the game at 9 minutes in. Not too
And
shabby.
Udyr is continuously diving Akali at... It's quite amazing how well Udyr is doing. He's a level ahead of Akali. You don't usually see Akali lose to people in lane, but he is diving her right now, and is actually going to get the kill with that Ignite.
You don't expect the Ignite to come out, but there it is.
Annie
Oh
goes
no!
to try and clean up, though. Misses her AoE.
Yeah, no Tibbers.
No Tibbers and no stun, unfortunately, so it really doesn't do much.
Ah well. C'est la vie, but 3-0 now for compLexity, up over Totally Outrageous Gaming, as Nocturne's gonna just resume his jungling path. Gonna fear that golem. They definitely deserve to be feared. Now it does look like everyone is kind of just returning to their lanes, so Unicorn actually not going back to town yet either, but we do got a Philo Stone and some more wards coming out here for Shales on Gangplank. So in terms of CS, who's actually winning the farm war?
At the moment, it's pretty even. There's some crazy action going down bottom. Tristana does ult to try and get them off her, but it's a little bit late. Jaina ults, but GP is going to pick up the kill. Gragas is going to pick off Jaina afterwards with that. That was a really nice ult there.
Well played.
4v2. Didn't go well.
Well played. Yeah, that Jaina ult actually did not end up helping them whatsoever because it's a Gangplank winner just landed right beside Tristana. Oh, that was too funny.
So Tristana is at 64 CS, Kate is at 87, plus a tower now, plus the 2 kills. So bottom lane definitely winning on blue's side. In the middle, however, Annie is at 69 and Grog is at 65, so very, very balanced middle lane. Udyr is destroying Akali a little bit though, 80 to 66 CS, 2 levels ahead now, and a kill. So Annie has actually switched with Akali for top, but Udyr is now level 10. And about to dive in Annie at tower. She did stun him though, and he takes a lot of damage. Gets the Tibbers, but actually, did that miss?
No, there goes the Nocturne ult down south. Does look like it brings a big focal point. Fiddlesticks is down, Nocturne is down, and the Gangplank, and Nubby looks like he's going to be up on the next chop block, as I don't think he can actually do too much against these 3. Maybe a pro flash? Nope, maybe he's just going to try to remind himself. Nope, nothing at all. It's just going to be Sierra Alpha clean it up.
Oh my god, in the meantime, top. Annie has 3 HP. Udyr is actually beating her despite the Tibbers. As I said earlier, he's doing almost nothing, and now he's just going to heal right back up.
OP lane deer. That turtle stance, man.
Even after, like, 3 successive nerfs. It's been, what, 2 or 3 successive nerfs for lane Udyr? He's still just dominating people. Although he was a little bit fed already, and Annie made the mistake of trying to 1v1 a fed Udyr.
46 hit points on Sierra Alpha, has to get out, cannot take on this compLexity Unicorn, as he does have Adorns to go with that fancy Bloodthirster that he just bought out about 1 minute ago. So yeah, Kali not quite as overpowered as you might think, and still really amazing that this Udyr can do as well as he can. I mean, boots of speed with a Wriggles. I mean, pretty standard fare. That's where a lot of that health regen comes in. But good luck getting that out of that lane.
Fiddle gives up blue for Gragas, which is actually a fantastic idea. Gragas can do a ton of damage. He's somewhat farmed. He only has one latest large rod. I would expect him to have be a little bit closer to his Rabadon by now. But I guess I'm pretty optimistic at 13 minutes into the game. It felt like it was 20 minutes into the game already in the meantime. And he gets ganked top, but just really survives to be picked off by a GP ult.
Good old GP ult.
1v3, 2v3, never mind. Nocturne is here.
Janna's a little bit out of position there. Going into the mid is going to find that Caitlyn trap, but I think Caitlyn's just going to side push this while everybody is going to be collapsing here up top. So Nubby going for that tower with that Udyr. I don't know what Bone Darts is doing, but he is going to get feared a little bit. Look at that reverse damage right onto the Nocturne. Come on, Udyr. And Udyr does get perhaps the kill.
Probably gets in the fight immediately, but 2v2 and two of them are a little bit low. Now Jaina shows up and might actually rescue them. Gragas gets Hurricane and actually gets picked off, and Tristana survives thanks to the Jaina ult.
Janna ult plus the Tristana ult is going to keep them alive. So yeah, Gragas did go down, but they paid for it with bottom tower. Not much they can do up against the double Gangplank and Caitlyn lane. So they took 2 towers and I think a kill?
Apologies for the lag,
just
guys.
one.
I will fix it right after this game.
Leg? Lots of leg? That's not good. Ew.
Sorry about that.
Alright.
think just the program has accumulated a lot of
Overflow?
memory leaks right now.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. That's why I was asking if we wanted to do anything before we got into this game, but whatever. Alright, so we are going to be taking this jungle. This dragon is now down. compLexity is going to be picking up their first dragon, so I am actually sitting nicely at... I should probably buy an item. 1 sec. How much gold do I have? I have 815 global gold to my team.
That is completely unfair because I have 0. I mean, that's not counting the Doran's Blade I bought.
Yeah, that's... you haven't taken a single turret? Nope.
I haven't taken a single turret, not a single dragon.
Well, that was the first dragon, and the next one's going to be up at about 21-minute mark. Now, in terms of wording in and around the place, you do see a lot of peppermint patterns are going around here, so a lot of Caitlyn traps out as well. But we do got one ward for Team Purple here by the Dragon, one by the Baron, and then actually warding their own jungle at the top entrance as well as their red and their own entrance. That's quite interesting. That's a very big defensive move right there, and if you got to be going to those kind of resorts, you're losing out on the map control.
Definitely. I mean, the blue team has the entire game been very, very aggressively warding into the purple team's jungle. They were warding blue, they were warding red consistently to try and make sure to try and pick off the Nocturne. In the meantime, Fiddle has come up through their jungle once again. It is a 3v3. Fiddle does get a GP ult. It's really nice, but they are flashing out and in safety. Oh, Gragas ult! That was a fantastic Gragas ult.
Indeed. Yep. I think I was ready to say to that. Bloodbath Inc. is going to be coming down. He has his own. Murgo's ready to go. The snipe coming out. Big damage going down onto that Danny.
Tristana does push Fiddle back, and then Nocturne actually dives him, but doesn't kill him off, and gets killed himself. Akali is burning to death. Gragas will be able to pick her off. Holy crap, that was 3 for 0. compLexity is playing exceptionally well. I mean, they are a professional team, and you can see why here. They are outclassing totally outrageous, just a little bit, you know, at 5 to 13, 17 minutes into the game. Killing an inhibitor already.
Is this like Gentleman Cho'Gath or something? No, not Cho'Gath, sorry. Gragas? Like, what's the skin name of that Gragas skin?
I'm not actually sure. It's like... Is that like a smoking jacket? I think it is.
Yeah, I'd say kind of like more of a gentleman kind of business kind of idea. I just don't know what kind of bottle he's
Mobster
holding.
Gragas.
He's Mobster?
I don't know, but someone in chat will figure it out for us, right?
Mobster. Okay. I haven't heard of that, but... Gragas Esquire. Okay, yeah, so a bit more of a royalty kind of idea to it.
He's the Hugh Hefner of this game. The
Oh
smoking
god,
jackets
if
and the
only.
cigars. Does he have a cigar? Tell me he has a cigar.
No.
Aww.
He has some kind of whiskey bottle. Yeah. Alright, yes, so just for compLexity, Gragas apparently stole Wraiths, and that's causing a lot of different chat issues right now, so these guys are actually fighting each other.
In-team fighting for a preset team in a tournament is always a good sign.
I think they're just joshing me, but yeah.
So classy. That's racist.
Bad
Gragas
play.
Esquire equals rich Texas oil tycoon. Wait, he's not listening to this stream, is he?
I don't know, maybe.
Not.
Couldn't tell you. Baron, yeah? We're all compLexity seems to want to take themselves a Baron.
They do not realize there's a ward there. They do not have an oracle to spot it, and that is definitely not a pink ward, so purple team is completely aware of what they are trying to do, are gathering the jungle right now to make sure red doesn't get stolen again. Really have to play on the defensive, so it'll be very difficult for them to stop this Baron.
Esquire equals Brazilian Squire? No, that's not how that works. I was reading chat there. But yeah, compLexity now going to go in, but we do got those wards. There's the raise morale, giving everyone some movement speed. Nocturne is going to be up top. Got to be very careful coming down there. We got a ward in that bush. We might see it. But without that inhibitor, of course, you have to keep in mind here on the mid. Now, it's 19 minutes in, and Sierra Alpha actually has herself a Gunblade. So very good farm here for Akali. She might not have won her lane, but at this point, 108 creep kills and 2 hero kills under her belt has gotten her that very quick Gunblade. So we do got some Esquire action going on. He just throws out that bottle. I'm now level 2 thanks to Global EXP with 1265 gold. And you guys
Zero experience.
Zero experience and zero gold.
Not a single one of these turrets is gone. Not a single one. In fact, they are warding the opponent's base before they can even surrender.
Yep, there's the surrender mark. 20 minutes, but I see no surrender coming out. Now, in terms of farm, let's take a quick look at everyone else. Chuck ZDuck, unfortunately not doing the best. He's sitting at... Where's Chuck ZDuck? 122 with 2 hero kills, but no BF sword. 20 minutes into the game, let alone an IE or Bloodthirster, as opposed to Caitlyn, who bought a Bloodthirster at like 16 minutes into the game. She is going for her Phantom Dancer, talking about Caitlyn a little bit, and she has the most creep kills in the game, 148, with a 204 score. Very
I'm
nice.
very surprised
nice.
that she did go for the pickaxe before the BF sword, because she should have a BF sword by now if she had saved up with 129 CS.
You would have thought so, but she probably has the cash, just hasn't had the chance to go capitalize upon it. We are going to steal the blue here, very likely going to... Well, I don't know who they want to give it to, because Nubby already has blue, but I don't know how...
It's probably running out soon, although I can't see the timing on it. Yeah. It's always better to have a longer lasting blue on Gragas, of course, than it is to have a blue on Caitlyn, which is distinctly less useful.
Little bit, but
it is
very
waste.
defensive.
It's mostly just because they wanted to steal it. GP does have the Oracle now and is taking care of the ward at Baron, so they should be able to do it soon. Actually pokes Baron once for some reason before he leaves. Probably accidentally. Getting another dragon.
Woo,
So the second dragon in the game.
1455 gold. Eat it.
0. Still 0. Cute.
compLexity's
Finding you do
laughing
get
at
to pick
someone.
better teams, but you know what? I can't see where I am.
Oh, Bone Dog's gonna jump here onto Tristana with the fear and the stun, still in range. He might have been up in the air, but that AoE aura just
That
does
was a
something
very
great.
delayed Jaina ult. Could probably have saved Tristan actually.
Gangplank is gonna come out, but I don't think they're gonna be able to catch him. You got
He
the
does
fear.
flash and does get the fear. Oh, so close. Yeah, he does finish it off.
Too strong. Oh, great ult.
Fantastic ult. Tibbers actually misses everything.
Oh, wait, and he goes down, and Tibbers with her. So yeah, not the best of Tibbers right there. Oh yeah, I remember pre-nerf Tiger. Yeah, bam! Unicorn taking out Janna right there. So the only person that actually survived out of that was Akali, and it does look like base damage is going to be big at this point. Tristana does have that BF sword and Cloak of Agility, so she never even got to finish that Infinity Edge, which was unfortunate for her. But yeah, this Akali unfortunately will not be able to carry this around with that early Gunblade. She went into a Merc Treads, So I don't know if she wanted to start building tanky, try to survive these things, but it's not going to work.
Nocturne at the very end trying to hold this off, but unfortunately I don't think it's just going to happen. Actually, they did manage to take down 2 of them. Nocturne is going to go down as well, though, and Fiddle survives, just gets picked off by Tristana. Will die for trying to take that kill, and Jaina, it's not looking good for Jaina. But she does get back to... does get picked off right in the fountain. Ouch.
That's the ace. Yeah. Going out in style, 22-8, Esquire Gragas gonna go up there, enjoy some laser vision, and yeah, Unicorn playing this Caitlyn, doing some good, fun stuff. Alright, so that's gonna be it there, guys. compLexity takes it over, totally outrageous gaming. They will move on to the round of 16, or was this? This was round of 16, so they're gonna move on to the quarterfinals. Let me double check.
Congratulations, compLexity.
Dawn of Champions. Yeah, that was a round of 16 match. So compLexity and ToG. compLexity, oh, they get to go up against we in the quarterfinals.